Howdy interweb sports fans, it's me, Sam Furler.
And I'm Fish. Welcome to the GASA 2010 senior season on Padded Up.
Week 2, Eagles had a bye, the Chiefs 1-0 took on the Spartans who had just had their bye, and Oilers and Razorbacks took on each other, both losing their first games.
Let's get to the highlights. Week 2 and the Spartans meet the Chiefs for the first game of the season. The Chiefs, coming off the opening win, were looking to go 2-0 and they did so in a defensive dogfight.
The first quarter was all Chiefs as they jumped to a 13-0 lead. Number 10 Matt Francisco led the running attack to great effect, but it was the aerial attack that took over the game.
In the second half, the Spartans' defense was smothering as they forced turnovers and held the Chiefs scoreless. The Spartans' offense was faced with a short 4th and down in the third, which they failed to make, but a Chiefs personal foul gave them the first down and the Spartans took advantage, making the score 12-6.
The Spartans continued to push for the win, but failed to convert on a 4th and goal in the dying seconds. The game ends with the Chiefs win, 13-6. The night's second game saw the Oilers go on an offensive onslaught in the first half, jumping out to a 20-0 lead. The Razorbacks being unable to respond as the Oilers kept forcing their drives to stall, as well as intercepting a last play to the end zone at the end of the half.
In the second half, the Razorbacks came out with a point to prove, scoring 14 unanswered points before the Oilers stabilised themselves with a long pass play for the touchdown.
When the Oilers scored again midway through the fourth, taking the score to 32-14, the game looked out of reach for the Backs. But a late surge gave them one score and almost a second, but weren't able to make the grade.
The Oilers leave victors 32-20.
And that wraps up week 2 for Padded Up.
Next week we'll see if the 2-0 Chiefs can continue their winning form against the Oilers, and we'll see if the Eagles can continue their offensive scoring against the Spartans.
Interested in game day footage? Don't hesitate to ask at any of the games. Leave a comment or video response in the doobly-doo below.
That's all for Padded Up. We'll see you next week.